Hello everybody, Snowflake here and welcome to another episode of Skyrim. Last episode was a nice quick one. We just had to fetch some jewels, some gold, and a task for Medesi, the jewelry salesman in Riften. And we got ourselves a reward that was worth it. I mean, we didn't have to do anything extra to get those items, we already had them in our chest. So that was all good. Yeah, that was pretty much all there was to it. Nothing too complicated. We're going to be doing yet another Riften related quest in this episode. We're going to be doing Promises to Keep. Louis Latrouche wants me to ask Sibby Blackbriar about Frost, a breeding horse Latrouche is buying. So I know Sibby Blackbriar, despite the Blackbriar family's connections and the fact that Maven Blackbriar is currently the Jarl of Riften, Sibby somehow ended up in jail, so they must have done something really bad. I don't remember what it was. Maybe this quest will tell me a bit about it. But we'll see. Let's okay, sorry. Thank you for letting me walk past. So I think we're gonna have to go down to the Riften jail. Which may be full or empty depending on depending on like what the guards do. Do they just let everything go, or do they arrest people they don't like? How corrupt is it?
Releasing a captured dragon. I don't think I'll ever understand that one.
Alduin's gone, so nothing too difficult. I can just walk into the Riften jail. Okay. I thought I was gonna have to convince someone, or maybe I still do. Wait, I have free reign over the Riften jail. I can loot whatever I want. Damn. How am I privileged? Dance in Fire, Volume 4. Yes, we have read that one. Salt. Boots and a cat. Bucket. Aha. You thought you could escape me, Tankard? You were wrong. Musket, Tankard, sorry guard. Where is he sleeping?
Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only.
It's not. It's fine. I'm allowed to be here. Persuade.
Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Wow, that actually worked. I guess if you're cool enough, the guard just lets you go in.
Everything all right? Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks. Man's been hitting the school.
Oh, so they didn't just visit me then.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, you're going to have a real problem. You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land and our very souls. Is it daylight out? Night? I lose track down here. For a dragon to attack Kynesgrove. Why? Why there? Is no place safe? My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty. What is it? Dragons? Stay out of trouble, Red Guard. Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart. Well, if it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoral witches, how can I assist you, companion? Codlac Whitemane is a better place now. For is there any place better than Sovngarde? The prisoners are in rare form, as usual.
What does that mean?
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Yeah, I just use them to get past you.
Hey, I know who you are. Hail Cities.
Oh no.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. What is it, Red Guard? No lollygagging. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time. Is that fur? coming out of your ears?
No, definitely
The
not.
Thieves Guild used to run this city. Now they're nothing but braggarts and bullies, rotting to death down in their rat
Well,
den.
things are turning around for them.
The prisoners are in rare form, as usual.
Okay, I think time to go in. Good talk, jailer. Ooh, okay, I can't take everything. I can take low value items, but this steel mace is off limits. Serrano, don't make me steal something by accident, please. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have free rain here. Some salt, tomatoes, wine. Well, almost free rain. Oh, he's over here. Okay. Dancing Fire Volume 3. We have not read. Okay. Dancing Fire, Chapter 3 by Warren Joff. Mother Pascos disappeared into the sordid hole that was her tavern, and emerged a moment later with a scrap of paper with Leodes Juris's familiar scrawl. Decimus Scotti held it up before a patch of sunlight that had found its way through the massive boughs of the tree city and read, Scotti, misspelled. So you made it. Alright, this guy is meant to be not good at spelling. So you made it to Falinesti, Valinwood. Congratulations. I'm sure you had quite an adventure getting here. Unfortunately, I'm not here anymore, as you probably guess. There's a town down river called Affi I'm at. Get a boat and join me. It's ideal. I hope you brought a lot of contracts, because these people need a lot of building done. They were close to the war, you see, but not so close they don't have any money left to pay. Haha. Meet me down here as soon as you can. Juris. So, Scotty pondered. Juris had left Falinesti and gone to some place called Affi. Given his poor penmanship and ghastly spelling, it could equally well be Affi, Apfi, Offrey, Infrey, Urfa, or Crackamacker. The sensible thing to do, Scotty knew, was to call this adventure over and try to find some way to get back home to the Imperial City. He was no mercenary devoted to a life of thrills. He was, or at least had been, a senior clerk at a successful private building commission. Over the last few weeks he had been robbed by the Cafe of Rats, taken on a death march through the jungle by a gang of giggling Bosmeri, half-starved to death, drugged with fermented pig's milk, nearly slain by some kind of giant tick, and attacked by archers. He was filthy, exhausted, and had, he counted, 10 gold pieces to his name. Now the man whose proposal brought him to the depths of misery was not even there. It was both judicious and seemly to abandon the enterprise entirely, and yet a small but distinct voice in his head told him, You have been chosen. You have no other choice but to see this through. Scotty turned to the stout old woman, Mother Pascos, who had been watching him curiously. I was wondering if you knew of a village that was at the edge of a recent conflict with elsewhere. It's called something like Affi? You must mean Affe, she grinned. I met a lad, Viglil. He manages a dairy down there. Beautiful country, right on the river. Is that where your friend went? Yes, said Scotty. Do you know the fastest way to get there? After a short conversation, an even shorter ride to Falinesti's routes by way of the platforms, and a jog to the riverbank, Scotty was negotiating transport with a huge fair-haired Boswell with a face like a pickled carp. He called himself Captain Balthix, but even Scotty with his sheltered life could recognize him for what he was, a retired pirate for hire, a smuggler for certain, and probably much worse. His ship, which had clearly been stolen in the distant past, was a bent old imperial sloop. 50 gold and we'll be in Athe in 2 days' time, boomed Captain Balthix expansively. I have 9 gold pieces, replied Scotty, and feeling the need for explanation added, I had 10, but I gave one to a platform ferryman to get me down here. 9 is just as fine. 50 gold knocked down to 9 like that. I need to start negotiating more in this game, said the captain agreeably. Truth be told, I was going to Athe whether you paid me or not. Make yourself comfortable on the boat. We'll be leaving in just a few minutes. Decimus Scotti boarded the vessel, which sat low in the water of a river, stacked high with crates and sacks that spilled out of a hold and galley and onto the deck. Each was marked with stamps advertising the most innocuous substances: copper scraps, lard, ink, high rock meal, marked for cattle, tar, fish jelly. Scotty's imagination reeled, picturing what sorts of illicit imports were truly aboard. It took more than those few minutes for Captain Balfix to haul in the rest of his cargo, but in an hour the anchor was up and they were sailing downriver towards Afay. The green-grey water barely rippled, only touched by the fingers of a breeze. Lush plant life crowded the banks, obscuring from sight all the animals that sang and roared at one another. Lulled by the serene surroundings, Scotty drifted to sleep. At night he awoke and gratefully accepted some clean clothes and food from Captain Balfix. "Why are you going to Afay, if I may ask?" queried the Bosmer. "I'm meeting a former colleague there. He asked me to come down from the Imperial City where I work for the Atrius Building Commission to negotiate some contracts." Scotty took another bite of the dried sausages they were sharing for dinner. "We're going to try to repair and refurbish whatever bridges, roads, and other structures that got damaged in the recent war with the Khajiit." "It's been a hard 2 years." The captain nodded his head. "Well, I suppose good for me and the likes of you and your friend. Trade routes cut off. Now they think there's going to be war with the Somerset Isles. You heard that?" Scotty shook his head. "I've done my share of smuggling skooma down the coast, even helping some revolutionary types escape the main draft. But now the wars have made me a legitimate trader, a businessman. The first casualties of war is always the corrupted." Scotty said he was sorry to hear that, and they lapsed into silence, watching the stars and moon's reflection on the still water. The next day Scotty awoke to find the captain wrapped up in his sail, torpid from alcohol, singing in a low, slurred voice. When he saw Scotty rise, he offered his flagon of chagga. "I learned my lesson during revelry at Western Cross." The captain laughed and then burst into tears. "I don't want to be legitimate. Other pirates are used to know what's still raping and stealing and smuggling and selling nice folk like you into slavery. I swear to you, I never thought the first time when I ran a real shipment of legal goods that my life would turn out like this. Oh, I know, I could go back to it, but Bandana's not after all I've seen. I'm a ruined man." Scotty helped the weeping mare out of the sail, murmuring words of reassurance. Then he added, "Forgive me for changing the subject, but where are we?" "Oh," moaned Captain Balfix miserably. "We made good time. Afay's right around the bend in the river." "And it looks like Afay's on fire," said Scotty, pointing. A great plume of smoke black as pitch was rising above the trees. As they drifted around the bend, they next saw the flames and the blackened skeletal remains of a village. Dying, blazing villagers leapt from rocks into the river. A cacophony of wailing met their ears, and they could see, roaming along the edges of the town, the figures of Khajiit soldiers bearing torches. "Bandar, bless me," slurred the captain. "The war's back on." "Oh no," whimpered Scotty. The sloop drifted with the current toward the opposite shore, away from the fiery town. Scotty turned his attention there, and the sanctuary it offered. Just a peaceful arbour away from the horror. There was a shudder of leaves in 2 of the trees, and a dozen live Khajiit dropped to the ground, armed with bows. "They see us," hissed Scotty, "and they've got bows." "Of course they have bows," snarled Captain Balfix. "We Bosmer may have invented the bloody things, but we didn't think to keep them secret, you bloody bureaucrat." "Now they're setting their arrows on fire." "Yes, we do that sometimes." "Captain, they're shooting at us. They're shooting at us with flaming arrows." "Ah, so they are," the captain agreed. "The aim here is to avoid being hit." But hit they were. Very shortly thereafter, even worse, the second volley of arrows hit the supply of pitch, which ignited in a tremendous blue blaze. Scotty grabbed back Captain Balfix and they leapt overboard just before the ship and all its cargo disintegrated. The shock of the cold water brought the Bosmer into temporary sobriety. He called to Scotty, who was already swimming as fast as he could toward the bend. "Master Decimus, where do you think you're swimming to?" "Back to Falanesti," cried Scotty. "It'll take you days, and by the time you get there, everyone will know about the attack on the Fae. They'll never let anyone they don't know in. The closest village downriver is Grenos. Maybe they'll give us shelter." Scotty swam back to the captain and side by side they began paddling in the middle of the river, past a burning residuum of the village. He thanked Mara that he had learned to swim. Many a Cyrodiil did not, as largely landlocked as the Imperial province was. Had he been raised in mere Korup or Artemon, he might have been doomed, but the Imperial city itself was encircled by water, and every lad and lass there knew how to cross without a boat. Even those who grew up to be clerks and not adventurers. Captain Balfix's sobriety faded as he grew used to the water's temperature. Even in wintertime, the Xylo River was fairly temperate and, after a fashion, even comfortable. The bottomless strokes were uneven, and he'd stray closer to Scotty, and then further away, pushing ahead and then falling behind. Scotty looked to the shore to his right. The flames had caught the trees like tinder, Behind them was an inferno with which they were barely keeping pace. To the shore on their left, all looked fair until he saw a tremble in the river reeds, and then what caused it. The pride of the largest cats he had ever seen. They were auburn-haired, green-eyed beasts with jaws and teeth to match his wildest nightmares, and they were watching the two swimmers and keeping pace. Captain Balfix, we can't go to either that shore or the other one, or we'll be parboiled or eaten, Scotty whispered. Try to even your kicking and your strokes. Breathe like you would normally. If you're feeling tired, tell me, and we'll float on our backs for a while. Anyone who has had the experience of giving rational advice to a drunkard would understand the hopelessness. Scotty kept pace with the captain, slowing himself, quickening, drifting left and right while the bosman moaned old ditties from his pirate days. When he wasn't watching his companion, he watched the cats on the shore. After a stretch, he turned to his right. Another village had caught fire. Undoubtedly, it was Grenos. Scotty stared at the blazing fury, awed by the sight of the destruction, and did not hear that the captain had ceased to sing. When he turned back, Captain Balfix was gone. Scotty dove into the murky depths of the river over and over again. There was nothing to be done. When he surfaced after his final surge, he saw that the giant cats had moved on, perhaps assuming that he too had drowned. He continued to slowly swim downriver. A tributary, he noted, had formed into a final barrier, keeping the flames from spreading further. But there were no more towns. After several hours, he began to ponder the wisdom of going ashore. Which shore was the question. He was spared the decision. Ahead of him was a rocky island with a bonfire. He did not know if he were intruding on a party of Bosmeri or Khajiiti, only that he could swim no more. With straining, aching muscles, he pulled himself onto the rocks. They were Bosman refugees, he gathered, even before they told him. Roasting over the fire was the remains of one of the giant cats that had been stalking him through the jungle on the opposite shore. Saint-Che tiger, said one of the young warriors ravenously. It's no animal. It's as smart as any cafe rat or honest or any other bleeding Khajiiti. Pity this one drowned. I would have gladly killed it. They like the meat, though, sweet from all the sugar these asses eat. Moon sugar? Scotty did not know if he was capable of eating a creature as intelligent as a man or mer, but he surprised himself as he had done several times over the last days. It was rich, succulent, and sweet, like sugared pork, but no seasonings had been added. He surveyed the crowd as he ate, a sad lot, some still weeping for lost family members. They were the survivors of both the villages of Grenos and Afei, and war was on every person's lips. Why had the Khajiiti attacked again? Why specifically directed at Scotty as a Cyrodiil? Why was the Emperor not enforcing peace in his provinces? I was to meet another Cyrodiil, he said to a Bosman maiden who he understood to be from Afei. His name was Liedes Juris. I don't suppose you know what might have happened to him. I don't know your friend, but there were many Cyrodiils in Afei when the fire came, said the girl. Some of them, I think, left quickly. They were going to Vindisi, inland in the jungle. I am going there tomorrow. So are many of us. If you wish, you may come as well. Decimus Scotty nodded solemnly. He made himself as comfortable as he could in the stony ground of the river island, and somehow, after much effort, he fell asleep. But he did not sleep well. Well, I hope he eventually managed to have a good nap. Hello, God. I'm definitely not up to no good. Spirit of None. Pretty sure. Yeah. Since that's the way forward, let's check up here first. We're even allowed to take their sword. We're allowed to raid the prison armory. That's crazy. Wait, no, he is up here. Yes, go down here then. Song of Pelennor, Volume 4. No, we have not read that one. The Song of Pelennor, Volume 4, On His Deeds. Editor's note, Volumes 1 to 6 are taken from the so-called Roman manuscript located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period, perhaps even from the same manuscript. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. Pellinor drove the sorcerer armies past the Niben, claiming all the eastern lands for the rebellion of the Paravania, and Kin had to send her reign to wash the blood from the villages and forts that no longer flew alien banners. The armies of men needed to make camps of them as they went forward, and he broke the doors open for the prisoners of the Vatache, with the slave queen flying on Moray House above them, and men called her Al-Esh for the first time. He entered the gate to win back the fat hands of 1,000 strong of Sedor, a tribe now unknown but famous in those days, which the aliens had stolen in the night. 2,000 hands that he brought back in a wagon made of demon bone, whose wheels trailed the sound of women when ill at heart. Text lost. And after the first pogrom, which consolidated the northern holdings for the men of Kreef, he stood with white hair gone brown with elf blood at the bridge of Halden, where Paris falconers had sent for the Nords, and they, looking at him, said that Shaw had returned. But he spat at their feet for profaning that name. He led them anyway into the heart of the hinterland west to drive the Aliot inward, towards the Tower of White Gold. Sorry, guys. A slow retreating circle that could not understand the power of man's southern liberty, and what fury idea that brought. His mace crushed the Thundernax when Umariel sent his harriers on the rebellion's long march back south and east, and called Moray House breath of kin to Zuathas the clever cutting man. And need Nede with a Keptu name, not sure what that means, for healing when the bull had fallen to a volley of bird beaks. And of course at the Council of Skiffs, where all of the Paravania's armies and all of the Nords shook with fear at the storming of White Gold, so much so that the Al-Esh herself counselled delay, Pellinor grew furious and made names of Umariel, and made names of what cowards he thought he saw around him, and then made for the tower by himself, for Pellinor often acted without thought. Well, it didn't work out too badly for him. Gem, can't take the iron helmet. Let's hold revolts. Wolf Green 5, Wolf Green 3. Children's Anuad. Pretty sure we've read that. Life of Uriel Septim. Basket, ladle. Cupboard. Dress. Bowl plate sword. Flower.
What is it?
Nothing. Cool, I can even take stuff from inside the jail cell. Oh yeah, I can reach that plate. And that one. Can I reach those books? I guess not, and they're probably not going to take too kindly to me trying to unlock the cell. Like I can reach anything else in it. Oh, there's Old's Branche. Oh yeah, I remember when we got him arrested for the Thieves Guild. Good times. There's someone else in here. Not sure who that is.
Watch the skies, traveler.
But we're grabbing his apple and his bowls and his basket. Oh wow, he gets cooked food. Well, I get this cooked food. And we've taken the plate away, so his cheese is now going to get dirty on that table. Truly evil. Oh, we can grab his ruined books. Love how they give him just like ruined literature. Can we talk to Branche? We can.
If you're ever in the market, I deal in specialty goods from Morrowind at one of the stands.
Oh, weird. He doesn't have any dialogue to do with him getting framed or anything like that.
You can find would be of great help. Good luck.
Oh, can we talk to you? Serana. Serana, how did you do that? Why are you in... Mulgrim twice killed.
Brynjolf sent you to rub it in?
Brynjolf. Twice killed?
Got into a scrap a few years ago at the Ragged Flagon. Some idiot who stole himself a guard's sword and kept boasting about it. He's making too much racket and I'm trying to get Vex drunk, so I tell him to keep it down and he just runs me through.
And she lived?
Yeah, I was lucky though. After Vex tore the guy to pieces, she gave me a potion. If she hadn't have been there... Anyway, after I got back to the guild, I decided to start calling myself Twice Killed.
That was only... Yeah, you weren't killed, not even once. And what was the second time?
Yeah, but Twice Killed has more of a ring to it.
Okay. Sure. Why are you in prison?
Because Big Bad Brynjolf doesn't like the way I play thief. Look, he says we needed coin, so I got coin. Who cares if people got hurt? Blood washes off septums.
Does it?
Now I'm sitting in here counting skeever droppings while he's drinking Blackbriar mead with Maven.
So prison is a guild punishment? But yeah, but like killing is bad for business. If a thieves guild starts killing people, then the guards pay more attention to you. You don't want to do that. So prison is a guild punishment?
Hey, if you're in good with Maven, you've pretty much got it made. She's got friends in high places, and I don't just mean in Skyrim. So getting the guards to throw me in here as a punishment was about as easy as falling off a log. You didn't need to leave so soon.
No, I guess not. Can we steal any more of your food? Oh yeah, we can. Can steal your wine. Serana, good luck in jail. I'm really not sure how you got in there since this door doesn't actually open. I don't know if she's ever going to be able to make it out. I hope so. Mr. Bucket.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
True. Okay, what's cheese, nice. Okay, what's in this room? Bucket, bread, mead, tankard, apple cheese, plate, boot cap.
What is it, Red God?
Just, you know, exploring the prison, as you do. Did you write this book, Fall from Glory? Taking it. Rising Rat, we did those, right? Yeah. The Third Era Timeline. Oh, wow, I did not move that book. That's a little scary. The Third Era Timeline. Yes, we've read that. Basket. Stuff, torture tools, because you know what, jail doesn't have torture tools. Who gets put in here? Ouch. Can't take the warhammer. Ooh. 35 gold though. Take the arrows, but not the bow or the axe. Stamina, another 31 gold. People just leave this stuff lying around the jail cell. Or even leather braces. Prisoner belongings chest. Good to know if I ever get arrested where that is. Just more money. Can't take helmet. Filter strap, but I can take healing. Dagger. Can't take the mace. Can take the boots. Evidence chest. And to take the basket. Can't take the soldier, but I can take the bowl it's in. Grab that. Okay, start heading this way.
You ask me, those brats in the orphanage are better off now that old Grellard is dead.
You right? Oh, thank you for leaving this meal so close to the door.
Everything's all right?
Yep. So reaching in and grabbing, stealing from the prisoners. I am still very worried about Serena. I'm not sure how she managed to get in there. Okay, we'll leave that jail cell to last. There's no one in this one either.
Citizen?
Oh, there is. She's out of my range to talk to her.
Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Can't. Okay, I guess these doors are unopenable because you don't want us to break whether this is out. I wish I could talk to you, but this one is empty. That's why I can open it. Yes, we can reach for keys. Can't get the bread though. Okay, Sibby.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call?
Oh, look at Sibby's cell. He's got the silvery. He's got luxury food. He's got a nice bed, decorations, a chest. Yeah, okay. This is like a. Oh, we have to put you in jail. But you know we're gonna make it as livable as we can. Oh yeah, we can take that. You got a little flower. Oh, we can't take the fine clothes, but we can take the fine boots.
You,
Can I
my
not?
friend, need practice.
Can I not reach that? Okay. Alright, Sibby. I think it was murder, maybe, this guy went to jail for.
Ah, finally. Someone besides the stupid guards to talk to.
Why are you in jail?
Look, we all have our flaws. Mine is that women can't
Oh
get
yeah,
enough
big
of me.
flaw.
So I had this little affair going on while I was betrothed to a beautiful girl named Svidi. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer. Then her brother attacks me with a knife. I mean, I had to defend myself.
So you got arrested for his murder?
Exactly. Now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. Can you believe it? I was about to let that wench marry into the richest family in Riften, and this is how she repays me. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. All I need to know is where she is.
I guess I'll help you find her. I don't really know if I want to help this guy. He doesn't seem great.
Ah, that's the spirit. Find her, and I promise you'll be well compensated.
Discover Svidi's whereabouts. Okay. Do you have any information on Svidi?
She was a young woman, buxom, with long, flowing black hair. She used to sing the most lovely songs to me when we were courting. Never heard a voice so beautiful. All that talent will go to waste when I'm finished with her.
You're serving only 8 months for murder?
Yeah, Mother thought I should be taught a lesson for airing the family's dirty laundry in public. I mean, I've taken care of many people for her in the past. What in oblivion did she expect me to do?
Oh yeah, it's obvious that he's only here as a
At
token
least I have all
sentence.
the comforts of home during my stay. Well, except the touch of a woman, of course.
Alright, I don't want to know what you're doing instead of that. Tell me about your family.
When speaking of the Blackbriars, only one thought should spring to mind. We are not to be trifled with. Help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you?
I suppose. I was sent by Louis Latrouche.
Ah, and let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. You see, I don't really outright own Frost.
You don't own the horse you already sold to Latrouche.
That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrouche at the stables. Obviously,
okay.
that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrouche. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment.
Ooh. Should I try and hustle some more money out of him? You know, I bet Maven would pay me even more for this info. Wink.
Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge. And I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it.
Okay, steal the log stash, steal Frost's lineage papers.
Well, if it isn't my little problem solver.
If Maven already threw you in jail, why steal her horse?
I'm not stealing anything. Besides, some jail time isn't gonna make me roll over and play dead.
Alright.
When I find that bitch, I'm gonna wring her little neck.
Language, Sibby. Did your mother never teach you... Oh, never mind. Okay, well, we're focused on the
What
horse
else
for now.
happens, the gods will always be grateful for everything you've done.
Did Serana make it out? Oh. I am a little worried. Oh, it's Blackbriar Lodge. We've already been there because we went in there for one of the stones of Baron Zaya. I think the place will be repopulated though. Oh yeah, Serana's having some difficulties.
Someone there?
I'm warning
Knew
you,
it.
back off. You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Now ain't
Oh wait. Oh. Oh, these are freaking vampires. Oh, mercenaries and freaking vampires. Okay. There we go. Damn it, and I don't even have Serana to dump my stuff off with because she failed to follow me. Blah, blah, blah. Is this for horse? Maybe. Wait, who's that? Is this a random hunter trying to kill the horse?
God damn you!
Oh.
You can't win this.
Is that the actual horse?
You're mine.
Just, no. I'm gonna be so upset if she's actually stuck in there forever. That might have been the horse, you know. I'm sure he's alive somewhere. Okay, we've already been in this lodge. But, I guess there's still some enemies here. Alright, the lodge stash, I guess, is downstairs. Not actually gonna steal it though. It counts as stealing.
Is someone there?
Yes. What are you gonna do about it? Alright, there we go for now. Alright. And I guess the papers are probably upstairs.
Is someone there?
They were. Dagger's 5, steel dagger. Rex is under 5. Six. 3, okay, that can go. Volume 3 was the one we were missing, so Volume 4 you can drop. Alright, 5. Vampire robes we definitely have, right? Yeah. I probably should have dropped this first. Okay. Wait, the papers aren't even here, or... Oh, nope, they're below me. Oh, they were downstairs too? Frost identity papers. Deed of ownership. Horse, Frost. Sex, Stallion. Color, mealy chestnut. Sire, Grain. Great-grandsire, Sleipnir. Dam, unknown. Okay, then we're gonna steal Frost. Wait, don't tell me he's like... I was gonna say, don't tell me he's like halfway across the map. Okay, cool. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you as much as that Blackbriar mercenary was going to. Return to Louis. Get a small shortcut. Oh look, Serana made it. Yay! She broke out of the prison cell. Living life on the edge. Wait, can I not get off? Okay. Just, you know. No, man. There he is. Okay, I have to get off to talk to him.
You've done it. Got to admit, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you've definitely earned your pay.
Oh, are you gonna pay me then?
Let's make the exchange.
Okay. I'm going to Maven unless I leave here with Frost. If you were dead, I could keep the horse. Damn. Nah, I'm not going to threaten him. Speaking of my pay...
Yes, here it is. I think I'd best be off now.
1250 gold. Cool.
It's so bright out here. I don't know.
Hey, I want to catch up with him. I want to see if he has more to say. Come back, Louis. I am faster than the horse. Or at least I'm faster than Louis on the horse. Give me that sweet interaction. There. There. Oh. This person is busy. And he's left the horse here. And is now running away. Oh. He's running away to fight a bandit of some, or make some kind of exchange with a bandit.
No! Never should have come here.
Oh well, must have run off.
Maven sends her regards. Dead.
This has nothing to do with you, so back off. This has nothing to do with you, so back off.
Oh damn. Oh, Louis counted as like a rich citizen, so he gets extra jewels for Prowler's profit. Definitely not going to complain about that. Nice loot. So that's it. Louis makes it like a few meters, and then this Blackbriar thug just comes in and just smacks him down. Is he now going to take the horse back? No one cares about my part in all of this? Well, I mean, Sibby could technically snitch on me too, right? But he also needs my help with his with the other thing. Oh, there's a bear over there too. Are we gonna fight? Let's see. Oh, they're gonna fight. Oh, Serrano's gonna help him. Don't help him, Serrano. Wow. Oh, there's a whole slew of bears here. Alright, cool. We'll help. Let's go beat up some bears. Is that a spider as well? He must have some enchanted axe, which is like making them run away. There's wolves here now as well.
That your best?
Oh, hey.
That's all you got?
Yeah, this wasn't the best choice of enchantment, was it? Let's get our element what we can. Wait, what? All of a sudden dramatic music? Oh, there's guards here now too. Oh, wolves. Yeah, he can handle wolves. Damn it. Serrano's not here, so I'm gonna have to drop. We keep running into walls on our way to the bears. You almost got him. Ah, no. Come on, this time. No. Ah, you're so slow, man. By the time you started swinging, the bear's like 50 meters away from you. Eventually, the enchantment will wear off, right? You got him.
Well, must have run off.
Okay, well,
This has nothing to do with you, so back off.
yeah, so well, this fog has basically left a trail of dead animals in his wake. We travelled quite far, didn't we meet him like somewhere here? Now we're all the way here, almost back at Anselmund, another Stone of Baron's Eye location. Okay, well, I think it's time to go home. So I think if we'd have threatened Louis, we could have maybe persuaded him to give us more money, I think, by threatening him to take it back to Maven. But if we said we would kill him, he would try and fight us, and then we definitely would have to kill him.
Got a daughter, little Dorothy.
Divine smile on you, friend.
But yeah, I think we did okay. We got a decent amount of gold out of that. So you enjoyed your time in jail, Serrano, while I was carrying all this stuff, struggling for my carry weight. Okay. All those jewels that Louis had definitely made it worth following him, that's for sure. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, well, we have completed the quest Promises to Keep. We spoke to Sibby Blackbriar in the Riften jail, who also told us a story about how he made it to jail and how he's looking for the woman he was due to marry but then cheated on, which was Svidi. and that's going to be another quest that we do at some point in the future. But he told us about the horse, and he told us that his family actually owns the horse and not him. So we had to go to Blackbriar Lodge and steal it, which we did. We went back to Blackbriar Lodge, more mercenaries spawned, but they didn't really provide any trouble. We were able to kill them, take the horse, bring it to Louis, and receive our payment. And then we watched Louis, about a minute later, get slaughtered by a Blackbriar thug, who obviously wasn't too happy at the fact that Louis was in possession of a stolen horse, although he did actually pay for it from Sibby. So, I mean, I guess the Blackbriar family didn't approve it, but it's not like he knew that. So, but maybe he did know, because he met us outside of Riften. He did mention that it wasn't safe, so he was probably somewhat aware of the circumstances behind the deal. But yeah, some people die over horses. That's what happens sometimes. That will be the end of the episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. In the next one, we are going to do this quest. Find the source of power in Valthew. So this is another sort of Radiant quest. Like, if you shout, like, in a residence somewhere, then a courier will find you and give you a letter that says, hey, I'm a friend. Go check out this source of power in this location. So we're going to be doing that and looking for the source of power in a place called Valthew. But yeah, that's what we'll do next time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one, though. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.